Alright everybody, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR. Today I want to go over what you need to know to do an LS swap and keep it basic and keep it simple. The same questions keep coming up over and over again. I understand people are excited, people are ready to jump in and have a good time and make all the llama thrust and do the things and the burnouts and be on Street Outlaws just like Big Chief, but there's a few things you need to know first. First of all, is quit telling me there's no engines near you, because I just ran a search across the country. This is Bakersfield, California. What do we got here? Silverado 1500 2001, Silverado 1500 2004, Sierra 1500 2004, Sierra 1500 2001, etc., etc., etc. This is Orlando, Florida. Vehicle inventory. Silverado 1500, Yukon XL 1500, Avalanche 1500, Suburban 1500, you get the picture. This is Pick and Pull. I was using them for Dallas. They have like 5 Dallas locations. Popular cars and trucks at this location. My computer is very slow and old, but it's fine. 2004 Silverado 1500, 2003 Silverado 1500, 2002 Silverado 1500. Pick and Pull South Central. There's a buttload of them too. You get the picture. What do we got here? Denver, Colorado. We're just going all around the country. Why the hell not? No matter where I pick, somebody's going to be in between and they're going to be like, I can't find one and that's so nice. I don't want to hear it. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And what's their price in, where the hell are we at? Colorado here. Let's go back. Parts prices. And these vary all over the country. But these are the pull-it-yourself prices. If you just want to pull up and have them drop it in, you're going to pay a lot more money. $230.59 plus a $70 core fee. So you're at $300 in Colorado. I think I had this one open for Oregon. I don't know where Sherwood, Oregon is. I'm sure it's a lovely place. There's no Silverados in Sherwood, Oregon. Isn't that crazy? Shows what I know. '02 Suburban, '03 Suburban. So they're still out there. If you have a Chevy, all you need are these really, really simple. Those aren't even the right ones. Those are the ones everybody gravitates to for some reason. These are all you need. If you have a Chevy and you want to use your stock transmission and your stock drive shaft, look, I've even bought these before. I'm going to use them on Brittany's car. These work just fine. They put an LS engine 1 inch back, which actually puts the bell housing right where the factory SBC was. Where the small block bell housing was. That's all you need to do. If you need fab stuff, rough stuff, specialties, they carry a ton of stuff. They carry these specific mounts if you don't have a drill press or something. But if you do, you can just make these out of a piece of flat steel, a little tab, and then they have like they have these little bushings and sleeves that go together like that. So you can make your own It's not that hard if you're putting in an F-150 or something like that. They have all sorts of tabs. So, you know, you may not have a laser cutter and want to sit and grind it all the time, but it's all directly proportional to how much effort you want to put into it, right? This is a bearing from the Junkyard Jewel that has, I don't know how many miles on it, a lot, all of them. The thing was covered in mud, covered in rat poop, and this is what the bearing looks like. I mean, it had every bit of 200,000 miles on it. It's a 20-year-old truck. So if you want to tear it down and take a look at stuff, that's certainly fine, but don't be replacing this stuff just because. There's nothing wrong with this bearing. Guys spend every single dime they have on miscellaneous crap for no reason, fancy coil packs and powder coating their valve covers and buying these goofy intakes, and then they say a swap can't be done for $500, which it absolutely can. I'll refer you back to the stuff to buy. This is up in the Driveway Engineer Facebook group. It's in the file section. And use your judgment, right? Like the Elgin 1840, I mistyped this. It's been like that all that time and nobody ever corrected me. If you can't find the Elgin 1840, if you can't find it for $230, don't buy it. It's $260. Buy one of the Summit cams that are better. The only reason anybody ever ran the 1840 was because it was cheaper. Keep things simple. Buy the most complete engine you can. Do not buy one that doesn't have coil packs and a water pump and an intake and a throttle body. Just because it's aluminum. It doesn't matter. It's like 70 pounds difference. So what? So what? Quit eating so many french fries. I don't know. Figure something else out. You probably have 70 pounds worth of crap. Don't put a giant sub box in your car and it'll be fine. If you can get the high output aluminum engine, go ahead and do it. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just get a complete junkyard and a complete takeout. Get everything. An engine that costs, $200 and then doesn't have the coil packs and the manifolds and the throttle body, you're going to be into it for $700 or $800 buying that stuff onesie twosie at the junkyard. And if you go to brand new, you're really going to be into it for a pile of money. Stop making things so complicated. The data's out there. It's been released. It's been up on the Driveway Engineer Facebook group. It's been up on Sloppy Mechanics. The head bolts get better after you use them. They get slightly stronger after you use them once. There's a whole pile of them. You don't need to you don't need to buy new head bolts every time. You don't need to buy new gaskets every time. You don't need to just do all this while you're at it crap that adds up, and then you wind up like this guy here. Somebody posting this in the Facebook group today. Let's read through this real quick. This dude in North Boise, this is happening right now on Facebook, or on Craigslist, is trying to get $4,500. There's a GM LS engine that I personally built. It's new, never been run, never been installed. You know why? Because he was spending all his money on all this gigaw bullshit instead of actually making it fit in his car and going and doing burnouts. Should make close to 500 horsepower with the correct intake and exhaust. The correct intake's a truck intake if you can fit it. $9,000 in receipts for the parts alone. Aluminum block, 5.3. Low mileage Silverado. Why do you pay extra money for a low mileage block if you're just going to tear it down and rebuild it anyway? I de-stroked it to 4.8 with a factory GM crank and rods. That just means he put 4.8 crap in it. It's a 4.8 now in an aluminum block. Stupid. CNC machine cylinder heads built by West Coast Racing Cylinder Heads. Small enough chambers to retain 11.5 to 1 compression ratio with the short stroke crank. It's a stock 4.8 crank. Don't let him fool you. Dual valve springs. Stainless steel valves. CHE rockers. Precision bearings and retainers. built from OEM casting, so you get better fatigue resist. Whatever. Who even cares what this guy's talking about? Cotech rod bolts, Cotech timing chain, K-Tech, Cotech. I don't even care how you say it. Link bar lifters. Billet reluctor wheel. Why in God's green earth would you ever need a billet reluctor wheel? How high do you think this stupid little 4.8 is going to rev? Manton push rods, Cleveite bearings, GM seals, GM coils. This is madness. Absolute madness. Do you want to be that guy who spent the cost of an entire car on your engine just to beg? He's never going to get $4,500 for it. He's never going to get $1,500 for it. And it's never going into a thing because he spent all his money while he was at it. Come on. There's plenty of direct evidence out there of people using stuff, having stuff work just fine. That you don't need to be doing any of that. It's madness that the stuff people go through. Use good sense. Use good judgment. Take a look at stuff. If it gives you reason to look further, look further. If it doesn't, don't. And just send it. Like, quit with all this nonsense. It's madness what you guys get up to. Look at this. That's my truck, built with crap I found on the ground at the junkyard. Doing burnouts and having fun. While everybody else is saving up for ARP head studs and billet reluctor wheels, for crying out loud. I never even looked at the reluctor wheel in this thing. I don't even know if it has one. It must. It does this. Quit worrying about what heads are the best. None of them are significantly better than any other ones, unless you're talking about rectangle port versus cathedral port. And even then, they're not better enough to justify the cost of $1,000 to put them on. Just put a turbo on. Put nitrous on for that kind of money. Good gravy. Quit complicating things. If you can get an upgrade here or there while you're at it, a few bucks, use your judgment, of course. But you don't need to run to the ends of the earth looking for 862 heads because I said they're better. You don't need to run to the ends of the earth looking for 243 heads because the rest of the internet says they're better. It doesn't matter. Just jam a cam and springs in it, and you too can do this. And it'll be so much fun. And you'll be doing that while everybody else is saving up and then trying to get $4,500 for the crap they put $9,000 into. You guys are overcomplicating everything, and it's not necessary. Keep it simple. Keep it fun. This is supposed to be hot rodding. You're not out trying to set a land speed record. Be realistic. That's really it. That's the whole video for the day. Until next time, this is JR, and we'll see you on the Facebook group, The Driveway Engineer. Be sure to answer the questions or you probably won't get in. See ya.